everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I am here with another episode, and today I'm going to give you a brief tutorial on how to sew on a button. When I tell people what I do for a living, a lot of the time they're like, oh my god, I can't even sew on a button, blah 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 blah. So I'm going to show you how, and it's super easy. This is my sewing buddy Lucifer. He's my familiar and he's amazing. But onto our project. So first thing you're going to want to do is have 4 plies of thread. So I have the raw end of the thread right here, and I make a giant loop and fold it back down and meet that loop at the bottom. Bring that 4th strand back up to the top, even with the raw edge, and clip. The second thing is grab somewhat of a mid-sized needle. I don't like the really tiny needles with tiny eyes because they're hard to thread and they're just ridiculous. You don't really need them unless you're doing very fine sewing. And that's about the size. It's about 1.25 inches long, and it has a longer eye on it, so it's easier to thread. So you want to get your 2 loops that you had at the bottom there. I'll try to get this close up. I may have to reverse the camera to show you guys. Poke those through the eye of the needle. Put the needle up where your raw edges are. And this step is really important because when you have all your raw ends hanging out as a tail on the eye of the needle, if you have a little loop or something that you wind up with on your project, it's really easy to adjust the threads to match all the same length. So there's that. I'm all mixed up here. The other thing you're going to need is thread wax. And this is a really important step because what it does is strengthen your thread, and it kind of melds it all together into one long, strong substance that you're pulling through your button. So I just swipe this through the wax a couple of times. And then I have a scrap of muslin on my ironing board. It's okay, buddy. I'm not gonna burn you. And I just press it real quick and steam it so that that wax all melts in and you have a nice solid piece of thread to begin with. Now I'm going to reverse the camera and show you close up how to put the button on. Okay, let's see how well this works, because I can't even really see my screen right now to tell what I'm doing in front of it. So I have my thread and my fabric, and the first thing I'm going to do is mark the placement for the button. So say it's supposed to go right there. And I want to place the button exactly where the pin goes into the fabric. So I'm going to take my needle and thread, catch right next to that pin mark. And remember those loops we made at the end? You want to go through those loops, catch them, and just pull them. And it will keep that end secure. Then we have the button. You go up through one hole, back down the hole right next to it, and go back through where you originally stitched. And you want to leave a little bit of a gap behind the button because after you're done sewing it on, you want to shank it so that whatever it's buttoning into has room. And with a 4-strand application, I usually go through 3 times each hole. And then you go to the set of holes right next to that one and go through 3 times. Oops. Okay, so now that the button's on, you want to tip it this way and wrap the thread 3 times, or 4. It just depends on the thickness of whatever garment you're putting the button on. And then go through the very bottom of that, pull the thread to make a loop, go through that loop, holding on to the other side so that it makes another loop, and then go through that loop, save this loop. So you're basically making a daisy chain to make a knot in the end to finish it. Pull it tight, do that at least 3 times, and on the garments that I make, I always bury the knot. So I just run the needle and thread through the layers of fabric, pull it super tight so that the knot is almost invisible. So there you go. And then you just snip that thread and you're done. So I hope that this little sewing demo was very useful to you. Please subscribe and come back for more. And if you have any ideas or comments on what I could demonstrate next time or mending methods you would like me to see demonstrate, please feel free to comment that as well. And come back for more. Thank you.